should be because it's actually something that we should have been expecting for quite a while now. Because definitely, we are looking at all right several things, and this is a player who we knew has been on the books of a different country for a number of years. So we can't just rule that one out. We can't rule it
Well,
out.
if you look at it according to the rules, and I know that is the area every Nigerian of basketball faithful in Nigeria will want to exploit. There are generally that if players have competed for United States in a FIBA sanctioned tournament, having reached their 17th birthday, they have not allowed to play for another country in a FIBA event. But there is a clause in there that
Hmm.
said, according to the FIBA regulation on a player eligibility, the organization general secretary may authorize a player to compete for the national team of his or her country of origin if it is the interest of the growth of basketball in Nigeria, in that country. Well, Ogunge is saying he's trying to contribute to the development of basketball in Nigeria after she competed for the United States national team competitively for 10 good years. I think if you really look at it now, she's 31, and already there are three in Nigerian camp. We have Chini and we have Erika alongside Ineka. And if you look at it, look at the way the whole thing is going for me. I think the decision did not go down with the NBBF. They might still appeal it, but if you look at it, I don't think we should labor ourselves so much about this decision coming from FIBA. I think the ladies should supposed to. There are different ways in which you can actually assist Nigeria. You are 31. After you retire, you can still come back to the country and help the country. Look at Olumide Oyedeji. Look at Daniel Igali. Daniel Igali won Olympic gold for Canada, but she's now back in Nigeria helping Nigerian wrestling, and she too can also do that way. But thinking of playing for Nigeria Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, I think if FIFA say no, let us just agree with that and move forward. But Victor, away from that, let's talk still talk about the Nigerian basketball. The Tigress yesterday, president of Toronto Raptors, Masa Ujiri, visited the camp of the Tigress. I think all eyes on now the Nigerian basketball team now.
Yeah.
The Tiger and the Tigress, people are thinking maybe they should be able to get to the medal zone or think of winning gold for Nigeria at the Olympic. All noise around them. Don't forget on Sunday they defeated the United States in the warm-up game and also beat Argentina. But yesterday morning something happened. Australia one up Nigerian the Tigers. Victor, and a lot of people are saying it's just a warm-up game. But when we defeated US and Argentina, not a warm-up game. That's a Nigerian mentality. But all eyes on Nigerian the Tiger and the Tigers going to the
Well,
Olympic.
definitely, I know there's going to be a lot of reactions to that, given that we would be facing them also. I think we'll be facing them during the group stage.
First game, before the game, I actually commented
Mhm.
somewhere that I don't think that game
We
is
should have been
necessary.
playing them.
So
Maybe, but I think also we needed to test ourselves. But if they are one of the available countries that we could face, maybe just
in
maybe.
as much you
And
have played US and Argentina, you don't
I, I,
of
I,
no use
I
playing
actually really
USA again.
I did appreciate the timing of the defeat because of a couple of things. The players were riding and we needed something.
To
I'm
check
not
them.
say something to make them. I would prefer a defeat at this point in time than getting to the competition and then they are just starting to smart from a loss because it will be hard for them to get themselves together during the competition after doing all the warm up friendlies so good, and they will not exactly know where to pick as the wrong aspects. But now we are looking at the list being reduced to 12 athletes now, 12 players
There are
now.
15 players in camp,
And
three must go.
yeah, 3 months ago, it's been difficult for the gaffer to pick, but now he has to pick. And now with this one, all of them must come together as one and say, okay, we are going to be doing this because now we have seen what they could do, we have seen the magic they could produce, and right now a lot of people are going to be questioning them. And I think they need that questioning going into the competition. Yes, they have felt the joy, the attractiveness of the fans. People have been supporting them for quite a while. But this one against Australia, yes, a good wake up call for them. And I think I like that.
Victor, I think if you look at this the Tiger team, there are a lot of questions that require answer. But I've been praying that this team should just go to the Olympic and play well. Because if they fail to play well at the Olympic, I think NBBF might be under fire. Though they might not really get the stick of that of the NFF, but they might be under fire because there are a lot of questions right there with the Tigers. Because if you look at all the players that are in there for Nigeria, virtually all of them are born abroad. No problem, they are still Nigerians. But at the same time, if you look at it, that we have a certain Mike Brown who's now in charge of the team, at the head of Sam Wora, and they said Mike Brown is working for Nigeria, he's not collecting salary. A quote from the NBA. Victor, that means something is wrong somewhere.
Well, something has been wrong
They
since.
had an agreement. If not, A coach cannot come down from the NBA to come and handle Nigerian team for free.
Well, first
Do you
off,
think it's possible?
first off, yeah, he said he was trying to do something. Mike Brown,
To
when,
do
when
what?
he came. But the question is why I do believe that. Okay, this is one of the issues that we have is because I think they are allowing room to pick some of these players from out there. That's one. Two, I'm looking at the situation now where we have seen the states of the basketball federation
The NBBF,
in the local scene now. We have seen how
the last
how,
league game 2017.
how really bad it has been. So it's about, is it 4 years now?
Yeah, since 2017, 4 years.
4 years now. And at first I thought it was just 2 years, but the back and forth, the even when they were on there was no proper organization. It was just a few people who are trying to get things done as good as they could do. Regards to the late Sound Sultan, who was also part of those trying to push Nigerian basketball to the forefront. But if we are having that, then there's a change that is coming from outside. The questions that are hovered when Mike Brown was announced, are still in my head because now I'm looking at these things. First off, you look at the situation in which this guy has gone on to bring foreign-based athletes. Yes,
Yeah, we have 4 players from Miami Heat.
I mean,
Most of these
Milwaukee
guys,
Bucks,
Milwaukee Bucks guys are in
good
there.
guys who are playing in good clubs in Europe.
No problem.
I mean, Russia, Israel.
No problem.
I'm fine with that because they are showing us that they have better quality. To
Yeah,
be honest.
definitely.
But
And they are active.
Yes, my question now is, okay, when you are talking about the coach not being paid, the team itself is not being funded by any government
They have an account.
institution.
They call it GoFundMe.
Yes, they had to do a GoFundMe, raise money for
What
themselves.
then? What is wrong with basketball in Nigeria?
So,
and also, what is wrong with the NBBF and sport ministry
So I saw a lot of people saying they would praise Musa Kida and all the other names.
for doing what?
I was asking for what? They have been there for years. They had a long drawn battle. They still have it, and the house is not settled. So if you're not doing it for your selfish interest, try to do something.
So that's why
that
I
will benefit
said
everyone.
They must play well at the Olympics because
Now,
if they fail to do
You know,
that,
imagine this now. These players themselves, as a team, as a collective now, with the inclusion of the coach and some other individuals who have been helping them from outside, some of the let's call them sponsors now. They are out there, and these guys are trying to do something. Now they got themselves jerseys to play with. What did the Nigerian customs do? People who want to go and represent your country got jerseys to go and do
I
this
said
job,
you should come and pay 35 million.
and you kept it. I mean,
And the government has said, look at this. They said government has given them waiver yesterday that they should go and collect their kit. Government gave
I don't understand.
to that means
It is ridiculous. It is preposterous.
that means something is wrong somewhere with our sports.
Not just the sports now, even the government, the
And
system
and,
is
and,
wrong.
and yeah, that shows that even the sports ministry. Remember, even the sports ministry.
So,
that means something is wrong somewhere. Yesterday they said 3 banks came out. They have adopted the Tigers and the Tigress.
What nonsense?
Adoption of what?
What adoptions?
I think a lot of people, there are a lot of things in Nigeria that require answers because I don't really know what is
Come
going
on.
on. That's why I say sometimes if people are blaming NFF and Matthew Pinnick, I find it hard to blame him because a lot of things is wrong behind the scene.
I
that
know,
will
I know they are
never-
wrong behind the scene, but at the same time also,
They too want to be there because they want to promote themselves, not because they love Nigeria.
so
Because how can you be working and some people will be somewhere working against you? Because look at it now, okay. Super Eagles player have been hold backlog of bad bonus and allowances.
even the
General
guy-
has
even
been hold 7 months salaries.
several months.
Look at what is going on with basketball in Nigeria.
Those who have been assisting, I remember there was a time, with his first contract where there was reports that the goalkeeper trainers were not getting anything,
Just imagine.
and he was pushing
And-
for them, and he
and we
couldn't
still-
get anything done for
and
them.
we still be here, still be blaming them. We are not doing this. We are not doing that. What is wrong with basketball in Nigeria? Look at what is going on. Okay, you're not telling me that. Okay, Mike Brown. They should tell us the contract of Mike Brown too. We have been calling for the contract of General. They should tell us the contract of Mike Brown. What is in there for him to come back and work in Nigeria for free?
Well,
I don't agree with that. I would never celebrate that. Just like I told somebody years that something is wrong. The moment you call something a professional, that means something is going in there. Coming saying that he's going to work for Nigeria for free. Victor, I disagree. That is just it. Let's just leave it at that. Let's hope the team play well at the Olympics. Because if they fail to do that, a lot of secrets will be uncovered.
Well.
That is just it. Let's move away. Let's talk about what happened yesterday in the Federation Cup because a lot of teams are now crashing out. Big boys are crashing out now. And if you look at it now, National League side are really doing it right there in the Federations Cup now. Bayelsa United, Gombe. They're gonna do some gateway. They continue an impressive run yesterday, and they qualify for the quarter final. Remember, Bayelsa defeated Enugu Rangers, send them out. Yesterday we saw Gateway, 10-man Gateway defeated Wiki Tories 4 goals to 3. Also, and we saw Gombe again. Don't forget Gombe defeated Shunisa via penalty. Also yesterday, also defeated Katsina United via penalty shootout yesterday. So surprise in the FA Cup. But the biggest game yesterday come right there at the Imba International Stadium, via Rivers United defeated Atlanta 3 goals to 1. Good goals from Patrick Akwe, Polakwa, Fortune Omoniwari, and Sunday Adetunji. They actually scored the goals for Rivers United, and the only goal of Atlanta was scored by Chijoke Akuneto. But the biggest news there is that Victor, the National League side, now controlling the Nigerian Federations Cup. Maybe they want to qualify and play in the CAF Federations Cup. Fingers crossed to see if that will happen at the end of the day. But Pillars is still there, Rivers United is still there. These are big boys in the league, so they can still make things happen. Don't forget that Kano Pillar, they are still the defending champion. If you remember, they won it 2 years ago, so they can still do something right in them. Victor, maybe time for us to actually move abroad, because so much to talk about in the Nigerian football.
Okay, quickly, as per Nigerian Football League, Rivers United defender Ifan Yanamina has described the current MPFL season as fantastic, competitive, and one of the best seasons so far. We have 6 match days left in the campaign, and we have Aqua United leading the standings with 60 points from 32 points. From 32 matches.
They deserve to be there.
Yeah,
they deserve to be there. Everything goes for them.
We have seen quite a number of teams actually, lead the standings at different points.
Yes, we saw Kwara United,
Nasarawa United,
so Nasarawa.
Eyimba, we have
saw at the early stage Eyimba, we have Kano
Rivers United.
We have Rivers United, but if you look at Aqua United, it's like they were a bit consistent.
Yeah.
They are winning games.
They were more consistent, and the timing was right for them.
Definitely. Though despite losing their key player, this guy had to go to Ali Benghazi. They are forward in difficult F Young. They still, because as the guy left, he was topping the goal scoring charts with 8 goals.
Yeah. And
he left. They were still able
I had fears at that point that how would they sustain, their push for title. But it looks like
they've been able to, at least. One thing is they were getting a good point away from home. Remember, they pick a draw against Pillars. Despite all the crisis, they pick a draw against Eyimba. So they are getting the right result away from home. And in Nigeria, if you want to win the Nigerian league, make sure if you can win all your home game, that will give you another 58 points. Just go to away and get like 15 or 16 points. Then you can say, okay, you are going to win the league. But kudos to your coach, Chukwuemeka Boboye. Don't forget that he won it with Plateau United. So now he has the experience. He can actually go on there and make it happen for them. And don't forget, I think what really gave them an edge now is they defeated National United, who was putting pressure on them 2 weeks ago, if you remember. And last week they defeated the Imba too, at home 2-1. So that shows that they have the stability, and they have a good goalkeeper too, Adewale, who now has 16 clean sheets. And somebody was saying clean sheets is a bit easy in Nigeria because it's just about one goal.
Really?
One goal.
I don't think.
But despite that, either easy or not easy.
We have seen a progressive increase. When you look at the number of clean sheets from goalkeepers.
Yes,
in the last 3 seasons.
Suraga Ayeleso from Kano Pillar 15.
Yeah.
It was leading the chart before now.
Yeah.
And now Adewale now has 16.
We had 5 goalkeepers who had already kept the total number of clean sheets at the midpoint of this season than what we had last season. I mean, last season we had how many clean sheets now?
Well, I agree with you. Clean sheet is clean sheet, no matter how. But at the same time, the strikers in the MPFL are not getting it right.
Well, they might not be, but
you know what? I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said it, that one of the reasons Eyimba failed to perform this season, or they failed to perform even in the continent, you know the reason? There are 2 strikers, Victor Mbauma and Tosi Omoyele. 2 of them combined are yet to score 10 goals this season.
Okay, I think if we dwell on that, we are not going to move.
Definitely, but Victor, just like you said, let's see what happened this weekend again. By 33.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that exclusively tomorrow. But quickly now, Nigeria's Spartan Eagles will face Ghana in the quarterfinals of the 2021 Mini Football Africa Cup of Nations. That's today, and of course, we qualified for the quarterfinals with 4 points. And remember that we drew goalless with Libya in the competition opener. They lost 2-3 to Senegal before winning 3-2 against Zambia. Now they will play in Ghana, who on the other hand booked a place in the last 8 after 2 wins and 1 draw in the group stage. They drew 3-3 with Burkina Faso in the first group game before beating title holders Cote d'Ivoire 3-1 and humiliating Somalia 7-1 in the last group game. Nigeria Ghana always a very tough cracker.
Yeah, for people that don't know about mini football, it's about five-a-side game. What you going on right there in your state?
Yeah,
But,
Ilaji Resorts.
yeah, going on there. The Nigerian team, I think the coach of the Nigerian side said something yesterday I want us to key into. If you can actually do that in Nigeria, it will help us go a long way in helping our football. That we should have the league. We have a lot of this thing abroad. They call it futsal football.
Yeah, futsal.
We can
we have quite a number of them.
we can have that. We can have that also in Nigeria. Futsal league. We can have beach league in Nigeria. It is not everybody that will play regular football. That's why it's difficult for us to go to futsal World Cup and make an impact. And that's why it's difficult for us to go to beach football and make impact. If you can have beach football in Nigeria, we have futsal leagues in Nigeria. If a player cannot play regular football in Nigeria, we see player playing the NPF, they will still go and play beach football.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a number of times, and some of them say, the way I look at it, maybe some of them would be better served, play in all these other,
You know why? You know why? There are techniques to all these things. There are two different things entirely.
Yeah.
There are techniques to.
They are freestyle football.
There are techniques, so you can't compare a player that I know that I know of Abu Aziz, Isaka Olawale, a whole lot of them that plays for clubs in the NPFL. They will now go and play beach football. That's why we always struggle when we get to beach football. There are two different things entirely, but like we don't really know about it. But Victor, let's move forward.
Moving abroad, well, huge news for Barcelona as Lionel Messi has agreed to stay on reduced wages, according to reports right here. Lionel Messi has agreed to stay at Barcelona on a deal until 2026 that includes reducing his wages to half of his previous salary. And this announcement is dependent on player departures that will allow Barca to fund the Argentina captain's wages. So he was a free agent after his contract that was expired on 30th of June. Reports say that it's about 123 million a season. Yes, pounds. 123 million pounds a season. That's what Lionel Messi earns. And now, Lionel Messi is on holiday. We'll be waiting to see how the final details of this contract works out. Well, the first part that you must note, however, is it is dependent on player departures. So I think from my own understanding of this whole thing now, it looks like Barcelona are waiting to sell off certain players. Now, if they sell off, they have to sell off at a good rate, not ridiculous prices.
You know what, Victor? I have my fear. The way things are going in Barcelona, that club might be bankrupt at the end of the day. Because the way they are going about it, how can a single player be handling 50% of what comes to your club in a year?
I mean, this is 123 million a
for
season.
me, I don't know the reason why. I don't know the reason why they actually goes into that. Look at the case of coronavirus of a thing. It's only the Spanish club that has this problem. It's like they are the only one having. That's why they are pushing Super League. What, is it a must for you to keep Lionel Messi? He remains a legend for that club. Allow him to leave. If Messi should move away from Barcelona, I can assure you, no club will pay him 123 a year. No. But I don't know the reason why they want to keep Lionel Messi at cost.
Now, Barca are looking at a swap deal involving Antoine Griezmann and Saul Niguez at Atletico Madrid. At the same time, we got reports a couple of days back that they don't want to do any business with Atletico Madrid as regards Antoine Griezmann. But now they want to get Saul Niguez with the idea of reducing the wage bill. Anything just for Messi. Free players such as Junior Firpo, who has gone to Leeds United, they have Jean-Claude Todibo and Carles Alena, who have already been sold to free up budget. But now they still have other big name departures that also need to be happening. And this is something. This is something.
I'm sure if this go ahead, both Barcelona and Lionel Messi will regret it at the end of the day. Mark my word, because I don't know how they are going to. Okay, now if they want to talk about, look at this 123 million pounds a week for Lionel Messi. Why?
A season.
A season. And it's going to sign 5 years deal. That makes around 700 million. That's just too much for me. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I pray that this club will not go bankrupt at the end of the day, because things are not really going well.
All right, let's leave them. England and Atletico Madrid fullback Kieran Trippier is desperate for a return to the Premier League. He's 30 years old now, and there are rumors about Manchester United moving for him. We also have Everton making an opening bid for Napoli and Senegal central defender Kalidou Koulibaly, who is 30 years old. He was signed by Rafa Benitez for Napoli, and Benitez also wants to make him one of his top targets.
So are you thinking that Koulibaly will move to Everton?
Well,
is that possible?
Who knows?
No. I doubt that anyway. I doubt that, but impossible is possible is nothing.
Okay, Liverpool are reportedly preparing a 60 million bid for Inter Milan. And if this Euro 2020 winning midfielder, I'm talking about Nicolo Barella, who is just 24 years old. That's reports from that report.
There's a move. There's something I noticed that okay. Look at the Chelsea matter. Now look at it. This one is coming up again. Chelsea said okay, we offer you Tammy Abraham plus cash to give us Erling Haaland.
They did it before.
And Dortmund said, give us money and Timo Werner. Chelsea said no. That would be the biggest mistake. They allowed Timo Werner to move away. That would be the biggest mistake.
Well, who knows?
Dortmund want Timo Werner because they know his exploits in German football.
Yeah, they know they can use it.
Yeah, but it will be a mistake for Chelsea to allow Timo Werner to go.
Yeah, but now the problem is, I don't think Tammy Abraham part of the deal to sign Erling Haaland.
Dortmund will never agree.
I don't think they will.
They will never agree with Tammy Abraham. They will never agree. Tammy Abraham. They will never.
I think they have tested waters with Batshuayi and they were not satisfied, so they don't.
They will never agree with Tammy Abraham because if you look at the style of play of Borussia Dortmund, it's a bit different from what we see. I think Tammy Abraham can survive, yes, in the English football, maybe somewhere in Spain, but I doubt German football because
sure?
I doubt him because
he could develop.
It's
new
not
skills.
it's not really a skillful player. That is just it.
He could develop new skills.
He's more of a direct footballer, but
okay.
you never can tell it's football. But let's see. I don't know the reason why Chelsea want to sign. Yesterday again, I got an update that okay, Chelsea might actually be going for Antoine Griezmann on loan if they fail to get. But it's like Griezmann, Barcelona want to move Griezmann. They want to move him away at all cost. I don't know.
Well, it looks like that's what they want to do. But hey, I think our time is far spent, and we need to sign out of the studio. Well, time flies, you know. Thank you very much for joining us in the afternoon. We'll be coming your way 3:30 p.m. The Sport Evangelist will be right here to give you the very best of all the comprehensive updates making the rounds in the world of sports. So thank you very much one more time, and do enjoy your day. Bye and God bless.
This is T-Solid Radio. Warning, if you don't like addiction, don't listen to us. We are sure to get you addicted to us because we provide the best radio contents you can ever imagine.
It's Young John, the wicked producer. I see this girl along the road. She find me like Diana.